Well, this is a really big change. The Sergeant-at-Arms, Kevin Vickers, really made that role quite popular because of the storming on Parliament Hill on October 22nd. As you mentioned, he really is the parliamentary police chief, but now we've learned that that role is going to turn largely into a ceremonial role. You have to remember, Vickers became a household name. You see him there after the storming of Parliament Hill. He really became a household name. He was touted as a hero and credited really for ending the storming of Parliament Hill by Michael Zahaf-Bibeau on October 22nd. Now, in January, Vickers left that role when the Prime Minister appointed him as ambassador to Ireland. After he left to become the ambassador to Ireland, everything changed with the role of Sergeant-at-Arms. And we've obtained a memo, an internal memo, that what it says is all, and this was sent to all House staff, that on January 28th, effective immediately, the Sergeant-at-Arms would largely become that ceremonial role because all of his duties were essentially given to the acting, it was given to the acting Commons clerk, and his name is Mark Bosch. So he is going to now have most of those duties, and the duties that will remain with the Sergeant-at-Arms, you can see there a very ceremonial duty where he carries the mace ahead of the Speaker into the House each day. So one other question will be, will the Sergeant-at-Arms still be armed? Because, of course, in the role that he played on October 22nd, he did have a weapon and he went out and he did shoot Michael Zahaf-Bibeau. But that question's still not answered yet.
Do you have any other details about the security shakeup in general?
Sure do. So what we've learned is that the RCMP are taking over the transition of security on Parliament Hill. Of course, in the wake of October 22nd, on that day, there were 3 different forces in charge. There was the Senate, there was the House of Commons Security, as well as the RCMP outside, and they were all using 3 different communication systems. And there was some confusion when this all happened. Not giving any blame to any of those security services because they did do a good job in stopping what happened. However, they do feel that they need to have one force, under one umbrella on Parliament Hill. So now the RCMP are going to take the lead of the 2 forces, and that's the Parliament Security as well as the RCMP. Now, the big question remains, who will the security forces report to? Will it be the Commissioner, Bob Paulson, or some designate for the Commissioner? Will it still remain the Speakers of both the House of Commons and the Senate, or will it be kind of a dual role? And that's something that we're still looking at, who these people will report to. And this is, again, because of everything that happened on October 22nd, they wanted to make these changes to security on Parliament Hill.
Thanks for that, Hannah. That's Hannah.